G'day everyone, my name is Isaac and welcome to round 3 of the Adrenaline GT GT3 Championship. We are here at Kyoto Yamagiwa in lovely Japan for all the Lobby A action. It's going to be an absolutely cracking race this week. It's just me this week. So got me and my dulcet tones for company, so hopefully I don't put you to sleep. But let's have a look at our track stats. So we've got 4.9 Ks of tarmac to navigate around here. 15 corners, and there's quite a few corners that are going to be tricky for our drivers to sequence together. So turns 2 to 5 are flat out if you can get it right, but they're a very high speed sequence of corners, kind of like a very fast chicane. And then speaking of chicanes, we've got turns 8 and 9 and then down through turn 10 as well. That's going to be a heavy braking zone followed by a tricky sequence of corners, but you can make an overtake stick through there if you can get it right. Turn 12, get a nice exit run through there. You can get a nice run down into turns 13 and 14. But turn 13, you're braking under low while you're still sort of turning for turn 14. So that's going to be tricky as well for our drivers to get right. We saw a couple of people come undone in the Lobby B race. So it's going to be interesting to watch and keep an eye on that one. But let's have a look at our grid. So he's back this week, M. Button, LP11. He lines up on pole for this race. Justin L in second in his CP Motorsports Nissan GTR. We got Prying Stingray in third in the FR Racing Toyota Supra. Jay Walbutton in fourth. A great comeback for him to start fourth this week. GT Ted in fifth. Curving Texas is sixth. AGT K-Dot in seventh. Rockstar 420 in eighth. Smashing Apex struggled in qualifying, finds himself in ninth. NOS Racing 10th. You got to be joking in 11th. In 11th. Mr. Awesome in 12th, L. Sam with 13th, Dawsey 14th, Arnie in 15th, and Street Style and struggled in the Beetle in qualifying. Hopefully we can see him put on a bit of a show in the race, but he is 16th in this one. So with all that out of the way, let's jump into the race. Here we go. Here we go. The lights are out and we are away here at Kyoto. And Barton's going to lead the field away in this one. Prying Stingray off to a solid start with Jay Button not too far behind him. But everyone seems to have gotten off to a fairly clean start so far. We've got a couple cars going side by side. Sandwith trying to make up a place on Dawsey at the start of this race in that NSX. Great move to get himself up into 13th place off the start. Street Style and sort of hanging around at the back of the field. We've got a couple cars in the dirt early in this one, but everyone's kept... Oh, I was going to say everyone's kept it down the wall. That is Jay Walbutton in and around at the start of this one, so very frustrating for him. He got a great qualifying position and just unfortunately comes unstuck in that Porsche and finds himself down the back of the field now. Very unfortunate indeed. Everyone else off to a great start. That is very aggressive curb usage from our leaders. And Justin has got Prying Stingray not too far behind him. Looking to the outside now to make a move up into the inside as they come to turn 12. Can't quite make it stick through there. Gets a better exit though. They're going to go side by side maybe on the run down towards turn 13. No. Prying just backs out of that one a little bit and lets him go. So this is brilliant running so far from these guys, from our race leaders. There's a half-second slowdown penalty for, I believe that is You Got to Be Joking. And he'll be saying You Got to Be Joking, that's for sure. K-Dot and Sandwith not too far behind him, ready to seize on that opportunity to gain a place and maybe find themselves both inside that top 10. And so the slowdown has been enacted. K-Dot should jump him here. I don't think Sandwith is going to be close enough. Not quite, but there we go. So K-Dot up a place now at the start of this one. Mr. Awesome still holding on. Street Style has gained that place over Jay Waltman, who's closed back up to these guys now. So a lot of pace in that Porsche. If he can keep it going in a straight line, he'll have a lot of pace in this one. But he's already recovered nicely at the start of this race. We can see a little bit of tyre noise. You can hear a little bit of tyre noise, and that is You Got to Be Joking going around the outside of K-Dot. So that's a great move from Jokin to get himself up past. That may have been some of the tyre noise we were hearing. And here we go. So Sandwith having a look up the inside of K-Dot into turn 8. Not quite able to get deep enough on the brakes there to make that move stick. And he'll have to settle in behind in 11th for now. Looks like it's sort of fairly evened out, these guys now. So we'll check up at the front of our field, and everyone else at the front of the field also just sort of getting into a rhythm. Curving Texas looking for that P4, maybe another P4 finish for Curving Texas in the GT3s this week. The P4 merchant, as we call him. So Prying Stingray has found his way past Justin up into second place at the start of this one. M. Barton starting to run away. LP11 starting to run away from the cars behind. And that is Jokin facing the wrong way. Not sure if he was helped there, but he is now facing the wrong way. And he's going to dive into the pit lane to get... that's going to be a very early stop, so he'll probably have to stop twice, I would suggest. But Barton will lead the way. So, yeah, Jokin just getting the damage repaired and filling the car up. So, looks like there could have been a bit of contact there maybe between some people. Off to 7.3 second penalty for cutting, though. That is very, very harsh penalty, unfortunately. But I don't believe that anyone helped him, or not anyone that's going to be penalised anyway. So no penalties handed out for that one, and he will just have to continue on down the back. But LP11 leads the way from Prying Stingray now. Justin L. Everyone's starting to find their own bit of, I'll say the own bit of racetrack. Rockstar and Curving Texas pushing each other really hard. And Curving Texas has obviously made a mistake and dropped back down the order because he was right behind GT Ted as well. So very unfortunate for these guys to find themselves back down the order. And I mean, I really hope he finishes higher. But I feel like Curving Texas could be on for another P4 today. He's just finds himself in P4 pretty much every single week. And I'll have to see what happens, but I think he could potentially find himself in P4 today. But we'll keep an eye on that as the race progresses. Rockstar 420 looking for a way past him, though. He's not going to let him go easily. NOS Racing sort of dropped off the back of this group. El Sandwith has got past K-Dot, and Arnie is now looking to get past K-Dot as well, pushing him along in that Mercedes. Looks to the outside now. Can he make the move, stick around the outside? We've seen a couple cars manage to pull it off, but no. Will slot in behind the 23 of K-Dot. Right, he's going to have another look down towards the run towards turn 8. Has a look. Fakes to the inside a couple times maybe to try and get K-Dot to cover. But he's not falling for it. And he holds very loose there from Arnie on the exit of turn 9 through turn 10. As many cut the inside a little bit. Dawsey and Mr. Awesome running quite well at the moment as well. Street Styling has dropped off the back, so maybe an issue for him as well to make him drop off the back of these cars. So everyone's sort of started to settle into a bit of a rhythm now. Everyone trying to find their own bit of real estate. Let's go and watch this battle unfold between these guys, because this seems to be the bit of on-track action at the moment. Rockstar has a look to the inside and sort of feigns a little bit. Curving Texas holds his line through the final corner. Everyone's just sort of holding on at the moment to what is a fairly clean race for the most part so far. Arnie trying to find his way past K-Dot. Can't quite make that work at this stage. Let's go and catch up with our race leader. Where is he? Let's find him and catch up with him. Here he is. And Barton, he's on a fast lap at the moment. He's one of the fastest guys in Gran Turismo. So let's follow along with him and get a bit of a sense of what it's like to go for a lap around Kyoto. This guy is super quick. He's in the 32s at the moment, but I'd expect we'll see him go quicker at some point in this race. And it looks like it's sort of starting to stabilise. Rockstar has found his way past Curving Texas. Now, Nos Racing looking at the back of him. L. Sandwith holding on the back of these guys as well. Arnie's found his way past K-Dot and is catching up to the back of Sandwith now. And then, so Dawsey found his way past K-Dot as well, I should say. Dawsey very loose. He's going to get overtaken. Oh, he's holding on. Is he just? He's going to go around. Whoa, who was that he just missed contact with? That was Walbutton, I think, who kept his foot in it. And that is very impressive from Walbutton to just avoid contact with Dawsey there. Keep his foot in the accelerator. And, wow, that was very impressive. This is serving great for Joken. He's able to catch up to the back of these guys now. And Button continues to run away with this one. And K-Dot and Arnie are in the lane as well as Sandwith, who are on the soft tyres. So the soft tyre runners stopping early now to go to mediums to the end of this one. Remember, the medium is the mandatory tyre for this race. He's in the lane. Back out now onto the medium tyre with 11 to go. Joken will jump K-Dot by the looks of it. Maybe not quite. I thought that was a car backwards at the exit of pit lane. It wasn't. It was just K-Dot. And he has come out behind Joken now, who finds himself in between Arnie and K-Dot. L. Sandwith finds his way up into 12th place. Street Style yet to stop in this one. It's currently 11th in the Beetle. I believe I can hear the sounds of petrol being poured into the back of that more and more so every round. And by the time that the last race comes around at Mount Panorama, that thing's going to explode the second it crosses the finish line. But it's a very cool looking car. He's done a great job with the livery. I think he's made it look absolutely spectacular. The Birdie Beetle livery. It's absolutely wonderful, and it'd be a shame to see it go. I think it should stay. I think that should be his car permanently from now on because it looks absolutely wonderful. But maybe I don't know. If you're tuning in, maybe we could get a bit of audience participation. What car would you like to see Street Style run at the end for Season 3? So obviously for Season 1, he ran the Mustang. Season 2, he's running the Beetle. Let's have some suggestions of what cars Style could run, because we all suggested the Beetle as a joke. A few of us did, and he obviously took that on board and took it to heart, and he ran it. So maybe we could convince him of what car he should run for next season. So let's up with some ideas. It has to be a GR3 car that's available in Gran Turismo that isn't. I think there's a couple ones we can't run, but I can't remember what they are. I think they're the Vision ones. I think it's like the Suzuki and one of the other ones. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, hit us up with some ideas in the comments of what cars you could run, and I'll make sure they get to him, because I think that could be quite funny. Let's have a bit of audience participation on what we'd like to see him burn out for Season 3, but he's doing a great job in this one so far, running in 10th. Nos Racing. This battle still going on quite closely, actually. Rockstar 420, Curving Texas, and Nos Racing staying fairly close proximity to each other, all vying for that 5th spot. Our leader is in. Our race leader has come into the lane. So Barton is in to get a new set of tyres and some fuel. And I think pretty much everyone's going to continue except... There you go. Curving Texas is also going to come in. So Barton, fuel going in for him. He's going to need a fair bit of fuel to get to the end. 75 litres to get to the end of this race. Will come out behind Nos Racing, but ahead of anyone else that's anywhere near him. Curving Texas, where is he going to come out in regards to Street Stylin'? Fuel's going in. Fuel is done, and he is away. Fuel going in for Mr. Awesome. And where will he come out? He will come out just behind the wonderful dulcet tones of or just in front of, I should say, wonderful dulcet tones of the Mercedes It's a very angry sounding car, to be honest. I just noticed as well, Jokin. You gotta be joking, it's coming to the pits. And whoa, Sandwith, that is massive. Absolutely sideways through the exit of turn 5. That is absolutely huge. That was, yeah, a massive incident. He's going to have to leave the car there until cars go past. It's going to absolutely kill and burn time for him. That was a massive incident. It looked like it happened all on his own. Just the car got unsettled. We've seen a couple people do that across the lobbies this week. Just gets very unsettled across the curbs through turns 4 and 5 and spat him into that outside wall. Very disappointing for him. He was running brilliantly up until that point. Was looking for a top 10 finish. That is very frustrating indeed, I'm sure, for Mr. Sandwith. And now he falls in behind his teammate. You got to be joking. I believe his teammate, I think he's an unofficial member of Team XV, is joking. Now he's just running on the grass. You can see he's probably struggling a little bit with damage there. LJ. So that is unfortunate for him. We'll have to see whether he maybe comes into the lane this time around. There is a car in the pit lane at the moment. I'm trying to work out who that is. That is Nos Racing in the lane. Street Style and also in the lane now. Fuel going into that very fuel-hungry Beetle. Where is he going to come out? I would say probably he's getting damage fixed. Some just behind Dorsey, I would think. There goes the car of Dorsey. And yeah, he will come out just behind. El Sandwith chooses to come in. So he's going to get that damage repaired. And that's probably the best call at this stage of the race. With what is 8 laps to go after this one. Well, 8 laps to go, including this one. And these guys still going at it for the, what would be effective second in this race. Prying Stingray and Justin battling it out. This is great stuff between these two. You haven't seen much of them so far. They go side by side into the final corner. This is going to prove tricky if they both want to come into the pit lane. Prying Stingray makes him go wide. And he'll come in. Justin will stay out. So Justin and Apex will continue on for another round. GT Ted will also continue for another round. But, sorry, whack the microphone there. Prying Stingray comes in. Rockstar comes in. Where is Curving Texas? Coming into the final set of corners now. Fuel going in for Prying Stingray. 61 litres. And he is done and away. So he is away. Fuel going in for Rockstar. Where's his fuel going to stop? There. Fuel out and away. Where is Rockstar? And will Curving Texas jump him? Yes, he will. Great stuff from Curving Texas to get past and up into 6th place for that one. We've still got 3 cars left to stop. GT Ted smashing Apex and Justin. Apex has done a great job after starting down the order in qualifying. Struggled in qualifying, but he's had great race pace to close right up to the back of Justin here to find himself in probably contention for a top 5 spot if he can pull it off. But he's done a great job, brilliant drive so far. And with 6 to go after this, I would suggest these guys possibly will come in this lap and put on maybe a set of mediums, maybe a set of softs. We'll find out. Will he come into the lane this time? He's staying left, and yes, he's in. Smashing Apex. He's going to stay out for another lap. So he's going to continue on. GT Tech, what will he do? He's also going to come in. So Barton will jump these guys. He's on the front straight. He's going to have plenty of time over the cars behind and jump them quite easily, actually. Where is Prying Stingray? He's now on the front straight with a half-second slowdown penalty. Justin is out and away. Moves onto the soft tyres. So with 6 to go, he's on the soft tyres and ahead of Prying Stingray. So crucially, that slowdown that Prying Stingray has, which he hasn't served yet. So he's got out in front of him and he's got crucial track position. And he's going to get more track position because Prying Stingray is going to have to serve that half-second slowdown. So this is excellent. Curving Texas currently sits 5th. GT Ted has stopped and is now down in 7th. So that's hurt him staying out longer. Curving Texas is 5th, which is excellent. And we could see him move into 4th, depending on how far down the order Smashing Apex drops when he stops. So this is going to be very interesting to see unfold. This is still going on for effective 2nd place in this race. Justin versus Stingray. No, it's not Stingray Rob of IndyCar legend, Stingray Rob. And he looks down the inside now, but doesn't quite have the... He's not quite close enough to make that stick. And the CP GTR of Justin sticks ahead for now. He's still going to have to serve this slowdown. Smashing Apex. Here we go. He is finally into the lane. Barton is going to come on the front straight to inherit a very healthy race lead here at Kyoto. Justin L coming through the final corner now. The tyres are going to go on for Smashing Apex. Here we go. Tyres on. Fuel going in. Justin and Prying Stingray will jump in. Prying Stingray now dropped right off the back of Justin as a result. Where is... There he is. Curving Texas with Rockstar just behind him. So this is a very close battle between these two guys as well for top 5. Smashing Apex will now start to pull away from Curving Texas, I would say. Prying Stingray pushing really hard to catch up to Justin in this one. He doesn't want to let him go. Doesn't want to let him out of his sights. And with... What is it? 5 to go. I wouldn't either, to be honest. I'm just watching him just to see if he can close this gap with Justin. But I don't think he's going to be able to. I think this is looking like he's very aggressive on the curbs. Very aggressive use of curbs from Prying Stingray. Trying really hard to close up to the back of Justin. He's got Smashing Apex starting to start to close up as well. Rockstar has jumped Curving Texas, so that is crucial track position. And GT Ted is right behind these guys as well. So GT Ted, who waited to stop late and jump onto these soft tyres, is now starting to see the fruits of his labour, as it were, come to fruition. And he's starting to catch those ahead of him. Prying Stingray still holding on to third at this stage. It looks like Rockstar's starting to gap Curving Texas a little bit here, so this is interesting. I have to keep a close eye on this. This is what I'm trying to look at, is whether I think this gap is starting to grow now, and he's starting to drop off now, Prying Stingray. Maybe got onto those soft tyres a little bit too early. I believe it's softs that he's on. Can't be exactly sure though, but he's starting to sort of drop off now and fall into the clutches of Smashing Apex behind. These guys are the battle pack that is currently seems to be the only battle pack happening up and down the field currently, is this little battle pack. I think we've got a couple other cars close together if we have a nice little look up and down the field. You've got Jokin and Stylen not too far from each other. Prying Stingray is in the lane, so yeah, he's not going to be able to make it to the end. He's stopped. He has to come in for another set of tyres, and that's going to absolutely murder him here. Where he's awesome onto the front straight. Tyres done. Out of the lane he goes now, and he's going to have to absolutely push to the end of this race if he wants to get back up ahead towards those podium places. He's got a lot of work to do. But yeah, that is unfortunate that he's had to stop to try and make it to the end of this race. But GT Ted, Curving Texas, pushing each other really hard now. These guys are. GT Ted looking all over the rear of Curving Texas in this one. Slightly wider line there for Curving Texas to hold more mid-corner speed. But it means you have to travel further. So it can be a good thing, it can be a bad thing. But he's held on for now. It seems to be the only battle currently happening up and down the field. There's a couple cars that are close to each other. Poor LJ's out on his own. Barton's on his own. He's absolutely ditched Justin. And there's quite a few guys that now just seem to be running around on their own in this one. Yeah, there's I apologise for being so quiet, but there's not much to talk about at this stage. We're just looking at this battle and wondering if Prying Stingray can maybe close up to the back of these guys, because that seems to be about it so far. Seems to be about all she wrote at this stage, with 2 to go now for our drivers. This battle continues to wage on, and this is great for Prying Stingray because he'll want to close up to these guys. He's done a best sector. So he's just done, he's gone a 10th faster. A little bit of a glitch there. Look at that lag spike that happened there. But look at this. He is pushing hard to catch these guys in front. Look at them all in a little bit of a cluster. That looks like Rockstar has got a little bit wide, and he is opening up himself to the cars behind. This is going to be perfect for Prying Stingray, because look at the gap that he'll be able to close up now if these guys continue to battle the way they are. GT10 has a look to the outside of Curving Texas. They make slight side-to-side contact, and they're going to go side-by-side through the final corner. Curving Texas tries to hold on over GT10, and he just does. Rockstar has started to blast away. They're on the final lap now, and Barton has started the final lap of the race. He's coming through turn 6 now. But this is the battle that we are keeping an eye on, because this is far from over, and this is brilliant for Prying Stingray, who's now pretty much with these guys on this final lap. This is what is going to happen here. We don't know what order this is going to finish in, and this is very aggressive from GT10, trying to find a way past Curving Texas. Rockstar 420 just has to keep it clean, and you would think he might actually have this 4th place in the bag. But look at the gap, the grip that Curving Texas has through that final corner. Rockstar's run wide. He's in the wall, and that is going to invite GT10 to go past, and that is going to allow Prying Stingray to go past. Well, that is unfortunate for Rockstar. Just slightly wide on the exit of that turn 6. You could tell he was understeering, struggling for grip through that corner, and that's where they've closed up the last few laps. Prying Stingray's grabbed GT10 as well, so not sure whether he just went a little bit too deep there, GT10, but he has been grabbed by Prying Stingray. So can Prying Stingray try and find his way past Curving Texas with not long to go now? But M. Barton, the lights are flashing. He has won in his 2nd AGT start. He's 2 from 2. Obviously, he wasn't racing last week, but he's 2 from 2 in the races he's been in. Justin L will come across the line to come 2nd again this week. Smashing Apex will cross the line for a brilliant 3rd place after starting down the order. So that's a great result for him. And, he'll hold on. So Curving Texas will hold on over Prying Stingray, who was hunting him down at the end of that one. That is a brilliant result for Prying Stingray to come back after that stop. I apologise for being so quiet in the closing laps, but there just wasn't a lot to talk about in that one. It was fairly actionless, I would say. Very quiet in those last few laps. Jay Wildbutton, you got to be joking, has crossed the line as well. And we'll check in. K-Dot still battling it out with Dawsey and L. Sandwith. What could have been for him today. He was having a great run and just unfortunately all came unstuck at the exit of turn 5, and very disappointing for him, but what can you do? Hopefully we'll see him bounce back next week when we head to Laguna Seca. So having another look at our results. So M. Barton brings that one home to win by 11 seconds over Justin L in 2nd. Smashing Apex in 3rd. Curving Texas in 4th yet again. That man, he cannot escape a 4th place finish Prying Stingray in 5th, GT Ted 6th, Rockstar 420 comes home in 7th, Mr. Awesome 8th, a brilliant job from him, Nos Racing in 9th, Arnie in 10th, Wallbutton 11th, you got to be joking in 12th, Street Style in 13th, K-Dot 14th, Dawsey 15th, and L Sam with 16th. Obviously very unlucky with that spin up at turn 5. As for my driver of the day, I'm going to have to give it to Smashing Apex. He started 9th in this one, and he drove absolutely brilliantly to bring that home in a 3rd place. My co-commentator, Chris, hopefully we can have him back in the commentary box soon. But yeah, he drove absolutely brilliant today, and very well-deserved driver of the day for that one. That'll do it for round 3 here at Kyoto Driving Park. I'm really hoping that next week I have someone back in the commentary box to commentate with me. It gets very lonely doing it all on my own here. And, you know, especially when there's a very little action on track, you sort of run out of things to talk about. So I do apologise. But hopefully we'll have someone with me next week to make it a little bit more entertaining for you all. Until then, I've been Isaac. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next week for Laguna Seca. And goodbye.